Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well. So today we are going to be discussing 6 ways on how to stay motivated on Summer World. So if you want to find out how, then please stay tuned and I will tell you all about it. So for any of you who are regular viewers, you will know that I have been doing Summer World for almost 1 year next month. So I can't quite believe we are so far into my personal Summer World journey. But what I am here to do today is to help some of you at home and to make you think a little bit differently about what you're already doing, which I'm sure you will be doing very well indeed. But we all need a little bit of extra motivation at times, and I'm certainly here to help you along the way, just as much as you are all at home for me. Now, what I will just do is take this opportunity to thank every single one of you who are viewers of my channel. I really do appreciate all of the view time and the watch hours that you give me on my channel. It really does help the video be pushed to more and more people, and it does help the algorithm. So thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. And of course, my lovely members, and of course my subscribers. If it wasn't for you, my channel would not be where it's at, and I must take a special minute to just mention how incredibly proud I am to have a YouTube channel of over 2,000 subscribers right now, which is just phenomenal, and it just would not be possible without every single one of you who are supporting me and supporting each other on my community, which is just lovely to see. So thank you so much, and please do keep subscribing. If you're not already a subscriber, it does not take much time to do, and it certainly does not cost 1 penny of your hard-earned money. It is completely free. It does take just one click of a button or one tap of a screen, and you would make me incredibly happy, and it does of course allow me to make more and more content like this for you at home. So thank you so much. So of course, as I mentioned, there are 6 ways which I would like to speak to you about today to maintain motivation whilst following Summer World. Now, you don't have to just be specifically following Summer World, but of course, because I have been myself, and I know a lot of my current subscribers and viewers are followers of Summer World, or you're aware of the Summer World diet, then I would love to share these hints and tips with you at home just now. Of course, they do link themselves up to lots of other ways to lose weight, and of course there are plenty of ways to lose weight, but we need to find out the way that works best for us. And of course, at the moment, sustainability is key. Now, number 1, have a big goal. So in my opinion, your big goal would be your overall weight that you would like to lose. But in my perspective, I have had quite a lot of weight to lose, and I do still have quite a bit to lose myself. And so breaking it down into smaller chunks is much more manageable, and it's much more achievable as well. Now, overall, I started off at weighing over 21 stone, and I'm currently weighing in at 15 stone, 7.5 pounds. My absolute goal weight would be to get into the 12 stone bracket. And so I know that I still have quite a little bit to go to get there, but I'm much closer now than I was at 21 stone. Now, there has been a lot of work put into it. I can't say that I haven't tried hard. I haven't had sustainability and, consistency throughout the whole journey so far. But if I started off at 21 stone and half a pound, which was my exact starting weight on Summer World last year, and I wanted to suddenly be 12 stone, my goodness, it feels absolutely unachievable. And I'm not trying to be funny, but at the same time, it was unachievable in my mind because I felt so negatively about myself, and I didn't have the confidence or the self-worth to even think that it was achievable. So for me to get to the weight that I'm currently at, which is a 15 stone, 7.5 pounds, and obviously I've lost 5 stone, 7.5 pounds at the moment, is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. So as I said, breaking it down to smaller chunks looks different to everyone. So it may be that you want to break it down into half stones. It may be that you want to break it down into stones, or it may be that you want to break it down into 2 pounds or 3 pounds, sort of like segments. And that's completely up to you. It might even be that you have a goal that you want to get to by a certain date, like a birthday party or a wedding or a holiday, for example, as well. And so those can be sort of like intermittent sort of targets and goals that you want to get to. And of course, you can try to break it down each week until then to make it much more manageable and much more achievable for you to meet those goals of your own. So obviously everyone's on a different path. We all have different amounts of weight to lose. And I know that some people have weight to gain as well due to their own circumstances. And so we all have to go about it in our own special way. And that's what makes our journeys so unique. So yeah, I think that's one thing that has definitely helped me go for the rest of the, for the full journey so far, and the rest of the weight that I've got to lose, is that I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. So yeah, that's worked for me so far, and I hope if you're not already doing that, then you could consider doing it because it may help. So number 2 is celebrate you. Celebrate the person you are. Celebrate how fantastic you are, how lovely your skin is, your eyes are, your hair, all from eating better. It is phenomenal how many compliments I've had about my skin, my eyes, my hair. And I haven't really done very much differently in the form of skincare routine. But what I will say is that it clearly is down to the lovely antioxidants and the vitamins and the minerals, and of course the much lower levels of saturated fats and trans fats that I'm now feeding myself. So I am now feeding myself nutritional, healthy and much more filling foods overall, and so I actually naturally go for a healthier option. So when I'm out shopping now, one of the main things that I do, which is a little celebration for me inside, is that I will always try to choose fruit. And if I don't choose fruit whilst I'm out shopping, if I'm wanting a snack, I will often choose some boiled eggs, which are the pre-boiled eggs that you can pick up in most supermarkets now, in the sort of like ready to go meals sort of section. And I will also pick up some cooked meats. So that could be, roast chicken, it could be some vegan ham, it could be some, plant-based alternative. It just depends what I can get my hands on at the time. Or I will also look out for the small cheese portions, which you can also have with Healthy Extra A choice, so that I have a little bit of everything whilst I'm out. The protein itself makes me fuller for longer, and it also makes me celebrate reaching for something happy and something filling that does not mean that it has to be a Mars bar or a Snickers bar or a dairy milk or a packet of crisps. So celebrate the very small wins at every single opportunity, but celebrate even if you have maintained, even if you have gained. It could have been a lot worse, and that is where I have to say it could have been a lot worse, because from my perspective, I can gain weight like no tomorrow. I could gain weight for a competition and I'm sure I would win, not in the form of muscle, but in fat. Because if I go off plan, I gain weight like no tomorrow. As I said, my weight jumps right up on the scales, and I know that it's not a full true weight gain, but it's temporary, and it's temporary enough for me to realise that I'm better than that. I'm so much better than that. I deserve better. And my goodness, I've worked for it, so I should be celebrating it. And so should all you at home as well if you are on a weight loss journey. Now, what I will just read on to next is that you should also be practicing mindfulness. So mindfulness is something that can mean slightly different things to other people, and we're all individual. But what I would say is mindfulness for me is manifesting and I suppose imagining how good it will feel when I keep going on the trajectory that I'm going at. So of course my weight is going down. I'm not focusing too much on the numbers. I'm focusing more on how I feel myself. And I feel amazing. I really, really do. If I could bottle up how good I feel, I would sell it to every single one of you for free. I would give it out at the earliest opportunity. I suppose I would be selling it, I'd be giving it out for free, but I would be, because I genuinely would love everyone to feel how good as I feel right now from making massive positive changes which have been sustainable and achievable over a longer period of time. Now, I have never stuck to a diet for as long as I have, and so I have had to really dig deep at times and think about the bigger picture. Now, sometimes that may mean that I write down things. It may be that mindfulness for me could be meal planning. It could be budgeting as well for the foods that I want and the foods that I can afford that week. It may be mindfulness about wanting to fit into that dress, wanting to fit into that outfit that I want to take on holiday next week, and how good I will feel when I know that I can. And I cannot tell you how good that feels. It is absolutely fantastic. Now, the other thing to remember about mindfulness is that we can do mindfulness at any point of our day. It's incredibly important to take a little bit of time out of your day for just you. And in doing so, you can spur yourself on to get to the end of your shift or the next day if you're maybe struggling in the evening. And of course, maybe the next week if you feel that you've got a big week ahead of you, but you're wanting to see those results. And the only way you will see those results is by practicing mindfulness and planning techniques to get you through and to work out what triggers or what things could impact you in the next few days or few weeks or few months if you have anything coming up that's in the near sight, foreseeable future that you feel may cause problems with your overall plan. Now, there are always ways to work around these, and it's about the way that you work around them that will allow you to be successful. We are all individuals, we all have different strengths, and that's what makes us all special. So every single one of you who are watching right now will have practiced mindfulness, whether you know it or not. And there are lots of self-help techniques online. In regards to weight loss, I would also recommend looking on YouTube as well, because there are so many resources which I have personally used. I can't name all of them because I don't have them in mind right now, but there are so many fantastic channels and fantastic presenters out there who do this for a living, and they are fantastic at what they do. So I would highly recommend looking at that if you've not already done so. Apart from that, you can also buy mindfulness boxes with little sort of different parts of almost like little cards. They're small and they've got different things in them. So it's like, listen to the birds while you're out on a walk. Really do think and go out for a mindful think and walk whilst you're out with the dog. Don't just mindlessly go out and just walk aimlessly. Have a bit of a think and a talk to yourself. Give yourself a pep talk if you have to, because it really, really does work. So, number 4, saying yes to the invite. Now, every single one of you who are watching this channel right now may have declined an invite at some point, but I'm here to let you know that that does not have to be the case anymore. You are worthy, you are valued, and my goodness, you are fantastic, every single one of you. I have declined probably in my lifetime, in my adult lifetime, probably hundreds, if not thousands of opportunities to do what I really wanted to do, because my weight and how I felt about myself and other people made me feel inadequate. I viewed myself negatively, I viewed situations negatively, I viewed other people negatively because of the way that I felt about myself. It made me feel uncomfortable, and it made me feel like everything was just out of my grasp. And that hasn't affected me with regards to my career, but my goodness, socially, it definitely has impacted upon me. There have been a few things at work, not that it stopped me within my career, but within workplace sort of space and time, where I've declined the opportunity to do something, or I've declined the chance to go and do this or go and do that, because I didn't feel like I was worthy, I didn't feel I was able, and I didn't feel that I was capable of doing what was asked. Now, that is a horrible place to be at, but what I will just say to you is that I am now taking all of those opportunities, every single one that comes up, I am gripping them and grasping them as hard and as fast as I can to make sure that I am boosting myself even further. So one of the main things is your confidence. So I have never had a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem as a teenager, a young adult, an adult. I've always lacked that sort of inner sort of cheerleader, if you like. And so I'm now at a point in life where I realise it's okay to be confident. And I think as a young person, I was always worried about being quite cocky and quite overzealous. And in doing so, I dumbed myself down a little bit on that side to make sure that I fitted in with more of the status quo. Now, with regards to weight loss, there are many things that our weight can hold us back in doing, such as going to a wedding, going to a birthday party, going to a funeral, going to a friend's day out, going to someone's house party, going out for dinner, going out for breakfast and lunch. There are so many things that are open to you as individuals, and if you're anything like me, you will have declined invites at times, usually because of your weight. You might not recognise that as a reason that you've declined the invite, but I can almost certainly say that most of the time your weight probably will have had a massive impact upon how you feel and see situations, just like I did. So my advice to you is to turn all of these things round into a much more positive light, because you are worth it. And it's not until you try, until you see how good it feels to take part in these things, that you will realise that you want to keep doing that and you want to keep going all of the way forward and forever. You never want to miss another invite, and neither you should. You should be all there. And certainly for any invites that I've ever been given, I have taken them into serious consideration, and I must say 9 times out of 10 they have been an absolute yes from me. So it really does work, guys. I can't tell you enough. And as I said, if I could bottle it up into a little bottle for every single one of you at home, I would definitely want to do that, to send all of these positive vibes out there. Now, the next step is step 5. So step 5 is to ignore negativity. Now, with regards to weight loss, there are always people out there who are your personal cheerleaders. They are always there to back you up and to give you that big pat on the back when you really, really need it. Now, what I will say is that not all of this positivity in the form of sort of congratulations on weight loss are true. Not all of them are authentic, and in some cases you will receive negativity. Negativity can form in many, many different situations, and I must admit, from my perspective, I've seen it within a close circle of people that I know. I've seen it online, and I've seen it in the wider sort of aspects of life where I notice that I'm being treated differently. Now, treated differently in a way that's probably more positive. However, what I will say is that more and more people speak to me randomly in the street now because I'm probably slimmer. No one ever did that before. I don't know if it was just I was giving off a vibe that I didn't want to speak to people, even though I'm a very generally sociable person, quite bubbly, quite chatty. People now speak to me in the park. They now speak to me in the shops. They now ask if I need a hand whilst I'm putting my shopping away. People also congratulate me on my weight loss, but I can also tell that it isn't authentic. And by doing so, it does make me second guess myself at times, but I know that I'm doing this for me and me only. I am, of course, doing it for the health of myself, for my family, but the changes that I'm making are changes that only I can make. And they are seen by lots of people online, of course, with YouTube. And last week I had a comment from a person on my YouTube channel that was not positive. And I must admit, it wasn't helpful and it wasn't kind, it wasn't supportive, and it was not what I expect from anyone who views or subscribes or comments on any of my videos on my channel. This is a community. It's a community that I have built and have made a safe space and a safe place for people to come and share ideas, share thoughts, feelings, and of course experiences. And I am here for the goodness of other people. I want to help. I'm not here to be told that losing on average 1.7 pounds per week is not good enough. I'm not here to be made to feel bad about my weight loss so far, because like most people, I'm here doing this for me. Now, the comment, if I can put it up round about here, was put on my page, and I'm very lucky to say that I haven't had many comments on the page which are sort of like from spam bots or from, sort of like just random people that just like to comment things on your page, but it's nothing particular, nothing personal, and nothing serious. And what I will say is that this comment did not affect me in the terms of being able to continue with my weight loss goals, which are, all going to plan. But what it did make me think about is that we are all here on our own journeys, and I would hate for anyone to feel that they are being made to feel inferior because they have not lost X amount per week. Now, overall, yes, my averages weigh out at 1.7 pounds per week. But do you know what? I am absolutely over the moon with that. I couldn't be happier. There are weeks I've lost half a stone one week. There are weeks I've lost £4 one week. There are weeks I've lost £1 one week. But at the end of the day, it's my journey, no one else's, and you need to take control of your journey. Please do not let people break you down. Do not let people influence you eating the wrong things. Do not let people tell you what they think you should be doing. And please do not allow people to scramble with your plans. If you have a fixed plan in your head and you're happy with it, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, yes, I could be losing more weight on average per week, but I'm not. But I'm also very happy. The NHS guidelines are anything between £1 to £2 per week. And I must admit, I'm really proud of myself for weighing in for 46 weeks in a row with Slimming World. It's the longest I have ever been on any single healthier eating plan and lifestyle change. And we're almost at that year mark. So regardless of what people say, you do you and I'll do me. But I'm not having people being put down on this channel, and I want everyone to feel safe in commenting and saying how they feel. So you are all amazing. The people who comment positively, of course, the people who don't comment so positively, the comments are not welcome and they will just be ignored. So moving on to our final point is to take photographs. Now I know some people do take measurements and that's absolutely fine. But personally for me, I was not in the mindset or mind frame to do measurements because I was so ashamed of how big I was. I was 21 stone, I was 21 stone and half a pound. And at the end of the day, you just want the weight off, don't you, when you first start? You just want to lose a little bit to see how you feel and feel that little bit better. Now, I certainly did, and in my first week, I did lose half a stone on Slimming World last May, and I was really, really happy with that. But nothing has ever made me want to really lose inches as such. I just want to go by how my clothes fit me. So at the moment, this is a medium top. It's Under Armour. I'm also wearing 31-inch waist Levi jeans. And I also have some 30 to 31-inch shorts that I'm taking abroad with me soon to Tenerife. And I did try them on last night and they fit. Now, the overall absolute goal would be to get into the 29-inch waists, but I know that that will come. But what I will say is with regards to photographs compared to measurements is that there is an obvious difference. Now, personally for me, I like to look at my photographs every month or so. And of course, sometimes our weight might not change too much, but our shape changes a lot. And that is what I like to see personally for me to keep me going. It motivates me, it shows my husband, and it shows all of you at home who are watching just how much my body has changed. And in fact, I had a comment today to say to me how different I looked from last March till now. And my goodness, I feel it. I really do feel it. I am so glad that a lot of you have noticed the difference in me, my positivity, even just my persona and how I carry myself and how I do my videos for yourselves at home as well. It's all so much more positive and so much more light. And I really do feel much more lighter. And it's not just down to the number on the scales. It's about my inner peace with myself and for once actually feeling happy and content in life. Now, the photographs are a massive part of what I do. They help me. They might not help you so much, but certainly from my perspective, I do use a video editing app to put one photo here and one photo here, and I can then compare. Obviously, you can do different angles. I generally do front, side, and back. And then I'll do front, side and back on the other photo. So I do try to keep a little bank of them on my phone. And then I can always look back when I'm maybe having a little bit more of a tougher week, or if I'm really wanting to go for it one week and try to lose as much as I can, then I will look at these photos to give me that inside sort of power and strength to keep going, because it's not easy. You know, weight loss is never linear. There are things that come up in life. We have events, we have holidays, we have birthday parties, and of course sometimes we just have special days out with our family that we really just want to enjoy. Now, it's about getting back on that horse again and drawing a line underneath it. And if we can do that, then we will see the difference in these photos. And my goodness, you will be shocked at the difference that you will see. One of the main things that I would like to try to recommend as well relating to the photos is to try to wear a tight fitting outfit. so that you can then use a plain background behind you and you can continue to wear that outfit moving forward. It really is a great way to measure visuals, because visuals are what we see, and if we can notice the difference, then my goodness, so can everyone else. So do not ever give up, do not ever give in. You are worth it, you can do it, you are amazing. You've got everything in here and in here in your heart to get yourself off that sofa, to make that plan for the day ahead. You've got that plan to write your meals out for the rest of the week. And of course, you will have the support from me and our community here on YouTube. So please never think that you're not alone. Never think that you're struggling and you cannot see a way out. There is always a way for someone to help you, and there is always another opportunity in the following day that you wake up to make it an even better day than the day before. So please always remember, you are worth it, you are amazing, and you are incredibly special. We all are to be on this planet. So please do make the most of it, and let's make our lives the best version that they can possibly be. So thank you so much for watching. Please do take care. I hope this has been helpful, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.